Welcome to the Kendall Isaacs Gymnasium, Game 2 of the GSSSA Senior Boys Basketball Championship Series between the CI Gibson Rattlers and the Anatol Rodgers Timberwolves. Timberwolves took Game 1, 67-62, looking to close things out here in Game 2. So far, we've only had one champion crowned tonight in our quadruple header. That's the D.W. Davis Royals winning the junior boys for their 8th consecutive time. Both girls series will be headed to Game 3s tomorrow, as Mario Roll gets the first basket for CI Gibson on the assist from Conde Smith. Both junior girls series, the CH Rios Raptors defeated the Royals to force a Game 3, and in senior girls, these same Rattlers defeated the CV Bethel Stingrays. So we already have a pair of Game 3s for Saturday afternoon. We'll see what happens here in the senior boys. Five on the floor for CI Gibson. Number 11, Sydney Higgs. Number 2, Darius Hanna. 10 is Mario Roll, who scored the first basket. 14, Conde Smith. 13, Xavier Lloyd. Lloyd checks out, and in will come Carnelio Cartwright, number 12. On the floor for the T-Wolves, you have Rico Pierre, number 14. Paulston Stewart, number 8. Derek Francis wears number 1. Cavell Ferguson, number 2. And at the scorer's table is Raymond Woods, number 10. Woods will inbound to Pierre. They find Francis in the corner. He had a game-high 27 in Game 1. So the Rattlers looking to close out on him quickly on his first possession. Stewart, hard drive to the basket, count it, and one. He was a force inside on both ends of the floor in Game 1, just relentless on the offensive boards. So many second and third shot opportunities created for the T-Wolves, and doing just what he did right there in that first possession, going into the teeth of the defense, finishing in contact. Can't convert the three-point play. Yes, the T-Wolves on the scoreboard. Low floor pressure. Ferguson gets a handle on it. Hanna gets it quickly to Smith. Hanna spin move, goes baseline, tries to feed roll. Swing pass over to Smith, has to put one up. Three-pointer rims out, ball goes over to the T-Wolves. Francis corrals the loose ball. Gets it over to Stewart. Francis passed up on the J. Stewart draws another foul. Loose ball over to CI Gibson. Higgs in trouble in the backcourt. Finds Smith. Smith on the drive. Blocked by Pierre. 2-on-1. And Woods will finish. T-Wolves with another chance for a three-point play. We'll see if Woods can convert. T-Wolves lead 2 on the board early, but they lead by 2. And they get Francis on the block on the sideline. typically accustomed to seeing CI Gibson have the more experienced teams. This time, this team is led by several underclassmen, including Hannah. And the T-Wolves are actually the team with the more experienced starters, like Pierre, like Francis. Cartwright will check in. Lloyd will sit. T-Wolves with their same starting five. No changes yet. Stewart tries baseline. Steps on the baseline. Turns it over. Anatol Rodgers already in the bonus. Just 2.5 minutes into the first quarter. Higgs with a pair of crossovers, gets into the lane, floater just short. And Hannah comes up with the steal. Leaves it for Cartwright. Blocked twice, but still finishes through the contact. Corner three from Ferguson. First long-range shot of the game for the T-Wolves. They made 7 in game 1, and Ferguson playing the passing lanes well. Can't come up with the layup. CI Gibson on the boards. Roll on the break. Will challenge Stewart. And Stewart called for the block in the restricted area. Of those 7 T-Wolves threes in game 1, Francis made 5 of them. Ferguson made the other 2. Makes the first tonight. Inside, they go to roll in the post, challenged by Stewart. Good looking turnaround jumper in the lane, over the outstretched arms of Stewart. Mario Roll gets his second field goal. And on the steal, Hannah puts in his first 2. Ferguson steps inside the line this time. Both offenses in a flow right now. Ferguson back-to-back jumpers. That's CI Gibson trademark defense turning into offense. Higgs throws it away in the backcourt. Skip passes, Woods Tried to feed Pierre inside. Smith on the give and go, steps through. Finds the seam, Conde Smith with the bucket. Simeon, number 5, into the game for the Rattlers now at the point of attack on defense. Checked in for Higgs. And Stewart will make his second trip to the line. One of 3 so far. T-Wolves tie it at 10. And that is not the foul that you want your big man to pick up. Defending at half court. That's 2 for him in the first quarter. So Stewart will sit. In comes Dinagio Fowler, number 0. Number 6, Kamani Davis, also in for the Rattlers. So without Stewart in the game, T-Wolves go small, 5 guards. Pierre will defend roll. We'll see if C.I. Gibson tries to find him in the post. Pierre playing good defense, not allowing him to front, and forces a shot clock violation. Ferguson has made his last 2. Make it 3 of his last 3. On fire here in the first. Cartwright fouled inside. Cartwright misses both, but Simeon there with the board. Stripped away down low. Francis bobbled it on the outlet. They find Ferguson again. He checked, and he makes number 4. Ferguson trying to shoot the Rattlers out of the gym here in the first quarter. He has 11 of the T-Wolves 17. Woods controls in the backcourt, deflected. Hannah comes up with the steal. Simeon up and under. Roll on the offensive board, just leaves it short. Outlet goes to Woods. He has Francis running ahead of the pack, but slips through his fingers. Both teams extending their traps to full court. Doesn't bother the Rattlers on this possession. Hannah gets a full head of steam and slips. Call for the travel. And the conditions already playing a factor. That's the fourth time in this quarter we've seen a player slip on forced error. But a travel called on Hannah. Minutes left here in the first. Woods on the drive. Tipped away. Ball goes to C.I. Gibson. Smith. Easy two. Condé Smith with his second field goal. Getting going much faster than he did in game one. Tied up. Possession arrow goes over to the Rattlers. And Stewart will check back in, playing with 2 fouls. Will have to be conservative on the defensive end. Still a whole lot of basketball left to be played, just a 2-possession ball game. Anatol Rodgers can't afford to lose their big due to foul trouble. Skip pass through the hands of Cartwright, but Hannah there with the save. Let's see who that foul is called on. If it is Stewart, that's number 3. But they call it onto Nico Allen. So he picks up his first 15 foul for Anatol Rodgers. Cartwright making his second trip to the line. No good on the first. Woods for 3. Back iron, long rebound. Ends up in the hands of Stewart. Francis will reset. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Woods tracks it down. On the attack, crossover. Allen, he takes a 3. Back iron again. Third shot opportunity. Offensive rebound goes to Francis. They go to Ferguson. Turnaround jumper, no good. Smith. He's made 2, made his last 3. After Ferguson was leading the T-Wolves to a 7-point lead. Condé Smith has scored 6 on his last 3 buckets. C.I. Gibson within 2. Stolen again. Simeon on the break. Misses, but Roll is there for the putback and 1. Seven unanswered from C.I. Gibson, and they have tied it up. Allen will check out. Number 7, Jathan Jones enters the game for Anatol. Roll converts the three-point play to give CI Gibson a lead. Woods again with the 3. Tried to bank it in, doesn't get it to go. And that's how our first quarter comes to an end. CI Gibson, 10 unanswered, and they take a 1-point lead into the second. Second quarter underway. Woods with the inbound. T-Wolves get the first possession. CI Gibson's defense got them back into this one. Woods throws up an unorthodox shot, but earns a trip to the line. T-Wolves are in the bonus early in the first quarter. Did not take advantage. They had Ferguson on fire from deep and they relied on the outside shot on the perimeter. Thought they had an opportunity to rack up a few trips to the free throw line. Unable to capitalize, but here's Woods getting that done early here. First possession of the second quarter. Splits the pair, tied again at 18. Stolen by Jones. They go to Francis in the corner. His first 3. Air ball. There's Ferguson. Draws the foul. No good on the first free throw. He's the game's leading scorer with 12, and he regains the lead for the T-Wolves. Hanna goes baseline, pull up J. Count it. Darius Hanna. Ball. Cartwright is the first to it, but he's out of bounds. Stewart. Challenged by Roll, gets the floater to go. three. Back iron rebounded by Francis. Ferguson taken away by Smith. One-on-one against Woods. And Woods will be whistled for the foul. Fowler fouled on the drive. Smith has 8 right now to lead C.I. Gibson. Roll with 7. Ferguson still game's only player in double figures, leads the T-Wolves with 12. While the refs work on the court, Anatol Rodgers wisely using this break as an additional timeout. They've led by as much as 7. C.I. Gibson now with a 1-point lead. Rattlers all over the passing lanes. Didn't come up with the steal, but the effort from Higgs. That's the intensity that Anatol will have to match, because C.I. Gibson has turned it on defensively. And Ferguson steps on the sidelines. Smith has been aggressive, jumps up in the lane. Off the back iron, Roll puts it up. Falling down, Mario Roll has gotten everything to go so far tonight. Stewart on the drive. Floater over Roll is good. Post-up Roll again. Trying to feed Cartwright on the other side of the floor. Over to Smith. Floater. Banks it in. Conde Smith now with 10. Fowler drives into a wall and he travels. Cartwright will check out. Lloyd, number 13, checks in for the Rattlers. Number 13, Artis, replaces Fowler for the T-Wolves. And C.I. Gibson will call for time, leading by 3. And Higgs throws it away on the inbound. Jones puts it in for the T-Wolves. Offensive foul. So Stewart has been controlling, kind of playing a point forward role for the T-Wolves for much of the first half. Francis, step back three is good. His first bucket of the game midway through the second quarter after putting up 27 in game one. Higgs trapped on the sideline, stolen by Stewart, and finishes. Five quick points from the T-Wolves. Roll. That's a handy play, knowing Stewart has to play conservatively with those two fouls, just taking it right at his chest and goes uncontested for the deuce. Rebound goes to Lloyd. Rattlers looking to tie. Hannah on the drive, loses the handle, but he is fouled. Or they're just going to say it was out of bounds, no foul call. C.I. Gibson retains possession. Hannah will inbound. Roll again, blocked by Stewart. And leads to the break. Jones with another two. Hannah's drive is no good. Saved by Jones. Ferguson. Count it, and one. That series all triggered by the block from Stewart, able to defend without fouling with those two fouls. Sparked that fast break. And the Rattlers, who were winning all of those 50-50 balls and stepping in the passing lanes in the first of the floor, now that momentum has shifted to the T-Wolves. They lead by 6, just under 3 minutes in the half. Simeon with another turnover in the backcourt. Francis again for 3. Just rims out. Cartwright replaces Lloyd in the Rattlers front court. C.I. Gibson brings in another underclassman, Keyshawn Dean, stolen by Francis. Lefty layup. 9-point lead. Cartwright on the drive. Rebound goes to Ferguson. Pull-up floater. Rims out, but Allen is there on the board. Cartwright with the block, and he is fouled. Smith trying to end the run and does. $12 points now for Smith. Stewart finds Francis for three. And that one rolls in. Referee is tending to a wet spot on the floor. Second three of the game for Francis. He's now starting to heat up. Simeon has been in trouble for a lot of the first half. Gets that one over to Hano. Crosses the timeline. Gets the step. Challenges Allen. Layup rims out, but there's roll on the board. Narrowly tipped away. Stewart retains possession for Anatol. Baseline jumper. That's Jones. 6 off the bench for Jason Jones. Simeon looking for a roll inside, tipped away by Francis. Hannah, deep three. Roll can't save it. Ball will go over to the T-Wolves. 1:05 left in the half. 10-point Anatol lead. Simeon nearly came up with a steal, and now does. Cartwright stripped away, stolen right back by the T-Wolves, and they have numbers. Stewart on the drive. No good. Woods' follow is no good. Kind of spin move. And Stewart picks up a foul with 32 seconds left in the half. That's number 3 on him. And Hanna gets his own rebound. And draws a foul. Great effort by Hanna. You had 3 T-Wolves on the line. And your point guard shooting free throws, able to get his own rebound. Makes them both. Five-second difference between game and shot clock. Francis finds Wood, spin move. Nearly traveled, but turns it over. Roll on the break. And Jones deflects the ball. Shot clock is off, 8.3 seconds left in the half. Timeout, Rattlers, they want to talk it over. They'll take the final shot headed into the break. Simeon on the inbound. Tied up by Allen and fouled. .1 left, they get it into Hanna, heaves it. Off the mark, Anatol Rodgers will take a 7-point lead into the half, 42-35, looking to close it out in game 2. Second half action underway. CI Gibson Rattlers looking to work their way back into this game, trailing by 7, trying to extend their season, trying to force a third and deciding game. Rattlers, the defending champions, not much holdovers left from last year's team. One of the younger teams, Coach Kevin Johnson, has put out on the floor, but they have still found their way back into the championship. Perennial contenders in the league, and of course, Anatol Rodgers has been that way ever since Danico Bowles came over to lead the program, establishing the same continuity, same level of success he had in Doris Johnson. Ferguson had the hot hand in the first half. Made 3 threes. Game high 14. Francis fading out of bounds, misses that 3. Higgs looking for anybody, throws up his layup, no good, and ball will stay. Pierre will check in. Smith on the drive, leading tour in the first half for the Rattlers. Picks up where he left off. So crafty once he gets a foot in the lane. Able to finish with floaters. Has a good jump shot. Offensive foul. Smith pulls up, still's got it going. Conde Smith bringing the Rattlers back. Game high 16 now for Smith. Pierre on the drive, no good, but the follow is there. Back to a 2-possession ball game. T-Wolves going full court, man-to-man. Ferguson, offensive spark for the T-Wolves, now hounding Hannah full court, but he gets by everyone. Count the basket and 1. Darius Hannah unfazed by the hounding defense from Ferguson. Technical foul call, Hannah converts on the tech and gets the free throw. So now still 3 points on the possession for the Rattlers. There's that wet spot on the floor again. floor. Definitely has been an extra defender for the night. Don't want to see anybody get hurt. Dangerous for all 10 players on the floor right now. Misses both. Rebound goes to Smith. Hanna, he has 10. Three-pointer just rims out. Where do the T-Wolves turn for offense now? Ferguson looking to see if he still has the hot hand. Air ball, misses everything. Saved by Pierre. Woods, spin move. Inside, dish to Pierre, no good. But there's Francis. Active possession from the T-Wolves gets them the 2. Smith leaves it for Lloyd. Puts it on the floor and is fouled. Woods somehow gets that one to go. And stolen by Francis. 3-on-1, takes it himself, fouled, and he goes to the line. Makes the second. He has 9. T-Wolves lead by 6. Cartwright for 3. Air ball, rebound goes to Roll. Can't handle. Ball will go back to the T-Wolves. Woods stripped by Smith on the drive, but Pierre is there for the deflection. Francis in traffic, gets the 2 to go. He's in double figures now. Third Anatol player in double figures. He has 11. Lloyd draws the foul. Look to be out of control on the drive to the basket. They call the foul on the floor. Fifth team foul on the T-Wolves. Number 3 on Pierre. Well, now they change it to in the act of shooting. So Lloyd goes to the line. Empty trip of the line for Lloyd. This lead stays at 8. Skip pass to Francis. Starting to heat up on the drive to the hoop. Looking for a foul, doesn't get it. Hannah gets it ahead. The Cartwright tries to step through the defenders. Doesn't get the call that he was looking for. Francis gives it up to Ferguson. Defended well by Roll, and here he comes away with the ball. Francis, corner three. His third three of the game. 6 of the game for the T-Wolves. Lead now in double figures. Step back J from Hannah is short, gets his own rebound and blocked. Woods in transition. No good, but Jones there for the board. Out to Hannah again. Derek Francis. Back-to-back threes from Francis. And he forces the Rattlers to call time. Four threes for Francis tonight. Matching the, actually he made 5 in game 1. T-Wolves now with 7 threes, matching the 7 they made in game 1. And out of nowhere, this lead has exploded, and Francis now has a game-high 17. Slow start for him. Ferguson carried so much of the offense in the first half, as did Stewart. But now in the third quarter, it's been Francis that has been the driving force behind this lead, pushing all the way to 14. And Higgs carries. Francis thought about the deep three. Rodgers close out. Woods tries to go with the no-look, deflected. All the way down court, Simeons and Cartwright tried to follow with the dunk. Rattlers still looking for answers at the guard positions. They go to number 1, Sergio Bain checks in for the first time. Woods, deep three, tries to bank it in, doesn't get it to go. Rebound goes to Jones. And the pass finds Higgs, and he finds 2. Woods flashes mid-post, loses the handle, stolen by Cartwright. And Smith has it deflected. T-Wolves have numbers. Francis steps through and is fouled. Back to the line, Derek Francis will go. Higgs has scored the Rattlers' last 5, still trailed by 11. Ferguson. T-Wolves shooting the lights out here in the third. He now has 4 threes. Smith tries to answer. No good. Francis steps on the sideline. Shot clock off, final 12.2 of the third. Looks as if Rattlers will hold for the last shot. Cartwright, and somehow defensive lapse from the T-Wolves, roll left all alone in the post. So we head to the fourth. Anatol Rodgers leading by 12. 8 minutes left before we crown a new champion, or the Rattlers are able to extend this season and extend this series. Rattlers get the first possession of the fourth. Stewart back into the game for the first time since the second and makes an immediate impact. Sat for most of the third once he picked up that third foul. And already you see the difference he makes in the game, earning a trip to the line right away. Just a second ago, now in double figures with 10. Inside to Stewart, lowers his shoulder, blocked by Cartwright. But there he is, getting back into the play, getting the deflection. Francis pull-up J, short. Smith with the board, gets it over to Hannah. Long pass, finds roll, and gets it to go. Jones, corner three. No good, fighting for the board. Again on the outlet. And roll finishes. So the big man just beating everyone down the floor. This lead is back to single digits. Francis, corner three. Rims out, rebound, goes to C.I. Gibson, and again on the outlet. Higgs slips, another wet spot on the floor. And unfortunately for the Rattlers, they miss an opportunity to cut even further into this deficit. T-Wolves have to do a better job protecting the break. Stewart blocked. Francis steals it back. Ferguson, floater. Francis with the steal in the backcourt, up and under, no good. Jones loses the handle. Pierre will check back in for Jones. Back to Woods. Baseline, J for Ray Woods. Fourth T-Wolves player in double figures. He now has 10. Lloyd with the spin move. Leaves it short, rebound by Woods. They find Francis in the corner, open for three. Pierre whistled for the foul. That's 4 on him. He'll check out, Jones checks back in. Also checking in for the first time for the T-Wolves, number 9, Ferdinand John Noel. Pounding Higgs right now in the corner. He finds Hannah. Fouled by Woods. Hannah's been quiet so far in the fourth. And air balls a 3 from the top of the key. And Jean Noel is going to be whistled for the foul. And Hannah slips. Higgs called for the foul. And there goes that floor, causing another turnover. See Hannah shaking his head. Not much the players can do about it in that situation. Ferguson, straightaway 3. His 5th 3 of the game. And again, Hannah slips on a wet spot on the floor. Right now, it's a disservice to the players. (70-54). T-Wolves led by Ferguson's 23. This backcourt for Anatol Rodgers has been fantastic. 23 from Ferguson, 17 from Francis. 9 3-pointers between them both. Stewart whistled for the block, and that'll be 4 on him. Francis gets the step and earns a trip to the line. Three-point play opportunity for Stewart. That's the second time he's earned this three-point play opportunity. Francis inside, no good. Jones on the drive, blocked by Cartwright. But he is out of bounds. Stolen by Simeon. On the break. Layup doesn't go, follow from Hannah doesn't go, and roll does the at the 2. Francis nearly slips on another wet spot on the floor. Woods loses the handle when he drives baseline. Rattlers can't corral the loose ball. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the 4th. Rattlers have done little damage to this T-Wolves lead. T-Wolves back in transition. Cartwright's layup is off. 2-on-1, Stewart finds Francis in the corner. And it's been that kind of night for this T-Wolves backcourt. Derek Francis, three-pointer number 5. 4-on-2 break. Woods leaves it for Stewart. And with a 21-point lead and under 2.5 minutes left to play, T-Wolves faithful are letting you know they feel like this one's done. Stewart hammered on the way to the hoop. And trailing by 19, the Rattlers are clearing the bench. So the underclassmen for CI Gibson are going to close this one out. Head coach Kevin Johnson all but waving the white flag at this point. Woods inside. Tough finish. Let's see if Coach Bowles is going to do the same with 2 minutes left. Jones knocks that one out of bounds. And both teams now will empty their benches. To 59, under 2 minutes left to play. Dean tied up. Keyshawn Dean will shoot 2. two teams have met in the finals for the last 3 years. CI Gibson has won the previous two. Anatol Rodgers getting their revenge here in 2025. Bringing an end to that win streak for CI Gibson. And the former Rattler, Danico Bowles, gets a win against his former coach, Kevin Johnson. That's Sakai Pinder for 3. Dean with the answer, top of the key. That'll do it. Derek Francis, 23 points to lead all scorers. Cavell Ferguson with 22. Colton Stewart scores 14, and Ray Woods with 11. Anatol Rodgers, your 2025